Welcome back to another week of good news on Know the Good, Good to Know podcast. This week we chat about what frogs get up to in their spare time, how some furry construction workers have helped the UK nature scene, and so much more. With me, Jordan, and my co-host Ryan.
Hello.
We delve into all that good stuff. Okay, welcome back. So, me and you, episode 12. We're just going to say episode, whatever it is, every single time we say it. Like you just said a second ago, I wonder when we'd stop doing that.
What, the intro?
The intro, and stop like introducing it as, welcome to episode, whatever it is.
12.
Like, episode 382.
Even though on the title, it says the episode number.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't really need to do it anymore. At least we shouldn't. We waste so much extra time.
We just got into a routine.
It is nice, to be fair. It's nice to introduce it, and it sort of makes it easier for us to get into stuff. But I think I started last week, so...
Okay, I can go with frogs.
Frogs.
Yep.
Do you know what's funny? You know when I said about I did this and then went on to something I wanted to do more?
Yep.
In the middle of it, I don't know if you've done this, but I typed just the word frogs in capital letters that I was going to scream out at everybody just in the middle of it.
Oh, because people want to hear that.
Just because people
want to
hear
frogs.
Exactly.
Well, the reason I chose this story was because it's about frog saunas.
Frog saunas.
And we go to the sauna. I say we go to the sauna a lot.
Fuck.
You've just been like, oh, I've got to do this most time.
Yeah.
I've got to work. Can't do it. I've got to cook dinner. It's like, grow up.
Grow up.
So I had to go to the sauna again on my own.
Don't do those adult things.
And it's getting busy.
What do you mean?
Busier.
Good. I don't want to get in there when it's busy. I want to get in there when it's just like the two of us.
I'm just saying. I'm
chill.
just saying it was busy when I went there on Tuesday.
Okay. Did you advertise the podcast to anybody? Oh, mate, you have to. Even if you're on your own.
I don't want to talk to other people.
To be fair,
I just want to chill out.
Okay. To be fair, I missed the opportunity to do a massive advertisement, and I regret it now.
Every time you're in the podcast, every time you're in the sauna, you bring up the podcast.
Yeah, I know, because I'm trying to like spread the word.
And then, but the thing is, people can't leave because they're stuck in the sauna, so they're just sitting there thinking, "For God's sake, please shut up, mate."
Stop talking to me.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there awkwardly, like, "Oh, babe, he doesn't want to know."
Yeah, I know. But no, me and Becca went to go see a comedian last week, and he asked what's the weirdest job that anybody's done. And I should have really just... Oh, no. What's the most interesting job that anybody has done or is doing at the moment?
What was it?
Someone piped up saying that their husband was a horse pimp. They pimped out horses.
Pimped out horses?
And there was a massive debacle and nobody understood what the hell this meant. It's like, we just breeds horses. That's what he does. It's nothing special. But obviously she said...
That sounds like a rubbish job anyway.
Exactly. But I should have shouted out, oh, I'm a co-host on a podcast. And then they'd be like, oh my God, what's the podcast? And I'm like, oh, no, good to know. And they'd be like a bunch of people.
Free advertisement.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And people are like, we don't care. We want to get back for the football.
I mean, that's pretty much what happened. I felt sorry for the comedian, but, you know, it is what it is.
We'd have been better off going to the fucking gig. Anyway, let's not get into that. Let's concentrate on the frogs.
Sorry, yeah, frog saunas.
So as I was saying... The reason I chose this is because of saunas. So it just drew my attention.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talk about the saunas a lot. We go to the saunas. You go occasionally. I go to saunas every week. It's meant to be good for you. So they say it's good for you. And now we also do cold plunging.
Cold plunges, ice baths.
So you stop playing footsie with me. Your gangly ass toes keep touching me.
Fuck off. You.
Like Gollum.
For the listeners at home, we have like a really tiny desk scenario. We're basically just like eating dinner together. That's how close we are.
It's like a really shit romantic dinner. What was I saying? Oh, cold plunge. We now do cold plunge as well. So we've added to our little temperature mixing.
We're on a nice little health kick. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, you say health kick. I've just eaten a chocolate bar. I got Dr. Pepper next to me. I got my little gut hanging out. I'm all good.
Oh yeah, we don't go to the gym anymore, so I'm not helping you get.
But I'm starting my marathon training.
That's true.
Have I told you about marathon?
I don't think you've told anybody about marathon.
Don't really know about my marathon training.
Get back into your story.
That was the purpose for getting my cold plunges because it's good for recovery. And then Beaver went and got one.
Yeah, just because I wanted to do it for fun.
It is nice though, isn't it? I do it first thing in the morning, like 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
It is pretty sick.
Hop in, 3 minutes.
Maybe we're going to do like a spin-off podcast where we talk about health kicks and stuff, like diets and all that bullshit.
I'm not one to talk for that. I thought you were going to say, we should do a podcast in an ice bath. And I was like, hang on, Kevin Hart does that already.
Does he really?
Yeah. I don't think he does a podcast, but he's done some episodes of him in an ice bath with like celebrities and stuff.
No, we can't.
And we can't draw that sort of a celebrities.
No.
It'd just be me and you and nobody watching.
We'll do it on the live episode. We'll take some cold baths into like a random city where we're talking to people.
Yeah.
Then they'll come over to us and talk to us.
Does your willy shrivel up like a thumb as well?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It just disappears. Which is, I got a segment on that on my little story, so yeah, we'll get into that later.
About your willy?
No, not about mine.
Weird. What about mine?
No.
Oh. Anyway, back to the frog saunas.
So, like I said, frogs.
Oh, frogs. So the title to this article was "Tiny Frog Saunas Help Endangered Amphibians Fight Off Fungal Disease."
Ooh, gross.
I'm looking at your toes again because they look like they've got some sort of fungal disease.
Fuck off. I
Look
should
at
have
the state of them.
Fuck, leave my toes alone. Stop bullying my feet. That's why I wear high tops all the time.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Just hide it.
That's why you look like you're wearing socks.
Stop bullying my fucking toes.
I can't help it because they're in my line of sight because I'm looking at the iPad and I'm looking down and I can see them.
Let me see if I can fold them back and hide my toes.
Now I can just see your dry knees. Anyway, so in humans, saunas are used for beneficial. Start counting.
Yeah, no, they are.
Right.
Benefit. You were right.
Yeah.
You were going with it.
Sauna used for beneficial. Wait. Sauna use. I didn't write this out very well.
Benefits.
In humans, sauna use is so beneficial that some medical researchers are attempting to add it to standard care for those at high risk of heart disease.
Oh shit. Okay, fair enough.
So
didn't know that.
That's the same with like cold plunges as well. It's good for your cardiovascular and good for your circulation.
What's that old guy called? Really old guy. I think he's Swedish or Norwegian or something.
Has he got a crazy ass beard?
Yeah, he had a TV program a long time ago where he got celebrities to do like ice like dips in the middle of a lake somewhere, like minus 20.
Strongmen and stuff like that. Because I watch a lot of strongmen on YouTube. They all do like the cold plunges, and it's just good for recovery, right?
Yeah, it's just good. But
like inflammation as well. It's good to.
Just frogs aren't doing a cold plunge.
No, they're not. No. Anyway, so researchers in Australia have found that the same leisure activity, so saunas, can save certain species of frogs from going from this ongoing fungal.
Yeah, you're there.
Pandemic called chytrid.
Chytrid.
It sounds like
chytrid.
Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like what's that film where the monsters come and they build big titans?
Big titans.
Pacific Rim. It sounds like a
kaiju.
Kaiju. That's why.
Kaiju. Oh mate, I'm watching a sick anime at the moment called Kaiju Number 8. It's fucking amazing.
Is it about Pacific Rim?
No. What?
Is it about like monsters? Because Kaiju is
like
what
monster basically.
Monster or something in Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's what Godzilla is. Godzilla.
I love
but
Godzilla.
Yeah, that's what kaiju means. I think it means just giant monster.
I did like the Pacific Rims.
They were okay.
Which one was the better one?
The first one was the best one. First one was the best one, but it always would be. Most movies
in real life,
do have
crazy.
that thing. Yeah, what, half your city gets destroyed.
Just like
fuck my house.
Big ass monsters and like big ass robots.
I mean, it'd be cool, but only if you're like a pilot.
We do need something like that, though, don't we?
No. What do you mean?
So
imagine it if like I don't know, Russia, for instance.
We just need a bit
in the
of
current climate had a massive robot. No, Ukraine would be gone.
It would band us together, right?
What? Oh, you're talking about the aspect of having something to fight.
No, not just giving away big robots.
Yeah.
Saying,
I was going to say, I thought you meant the robots.
No, it'd be cool. We need some sort of like
a world.
Yeah.
A world event. A world threat.
Because the Quiet Place has just come out of the cinema. Mm-hmm. It's been out for years, but Quiet Place Day 1.
Yeah.
Where I guess is where it all starts.
Is that a pre-sequel? Because they did one before. It was a pre-sequel to the one that came out.
That's the kind of shit I don't want to get involved with though, because they're like crazy ass, badass. Like we can't, we wouldn't be able to win that fight. No,
we'd all be dead.
That's what I always think about like zombie films and zombie TV series. Is like you choose what zombie you want to come up against, right? So Walking Dead zombies are fine,
easy,
because they can't run.
Yeah.
Whereas you go to like I don't know Resident Evil maybe, that sort of type.
28 Days Later,
where there's sprinters, and then there's like zombies that get bigger. And like evolve
mutant stuff.
What was there was another one which is a really good one.
What series?
No, there's a film, and the zombie actually like started getting clever. Some of them, and there's like a leader zombie. It's a really good one. But 28 days later.
No, it's shit.
But
Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead. That's it. Yeah,
Dawn of the Dead. Yeah, smart zombie.
Yeah.
So off track here.
My zombie choice would 100% be Walking Dead zombies.
Yeah, hands down.
Because I think
you'd be stupid not to choose slow zombies.
I don't think it would be that bad.
It wouldn't be that bad. I don't think
you can literally walk away from them.
The military would easily clear out.
Yeah, just run them over. Zombies. Like tanks. How do the tanks get overrun by zombies?
I mean, you got to think it is a TV show.
I know, I'm just saying, like, it just pisses me off.
I do this all the time. I get into like hypotheticals, and then someone comes along and goes, "Oi, mate,
you could literally
calm down,
drive the tank around.
You could,
and just run them over.
Easily just take out some zombies.
It'd be easy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
frog saunas.
So back to frog saunas.
I'm trying to pull you back so many times.
I've completely lost where I am. Ongoing fungal pandemic called chytrid or Kaijo. We're going to call it Kaijo because I like that.
Kaijo.
Okay.
Yeah.
it's already been reported that Kaijo and the ways that it is combated is... Oh my God, I'm so lost because we've gone on such a sidetrack. So...
How it's combated.
It has already been reported how it can be combated, and it's documented that over 500 species of frogs have been infected.
Jesus.
So it's a massive threat, okay?
Oh my God, all right. 500 species of frogs.
A lot of froggies.
Fucking hell, that's a lot. Yeah. Which I can suppose...
I want a frog. We were talking about getting a big fish tank in our dining room.
Yeah.
And then make it so we can have frogs as well.
That'd be pretty cool. Like a mixed habitat sort of thing.
Yeah.
You got fish and... Yeah.
I've just about to come back to the guy I watched on YouTube, but I've already talked about him like really early on.
Yeah. No, what I was going to say is back to your story, which I could imagine this is what I was going to talk about when I think I looked at this, which was the aspect of... I know most people think, it's just a couple of frogs. Like, it's 500 frogs and stuff, but it's a couple of fungus thing. But as soon as they go, that could be like a massive knock-on effect on the whole fucking ecosystem and like life cycle.
Everything's got a place for a reason.
Exactly.
Well, most of the animals in the world.
So I'm assuming that the way that they found a way to clear this up is...
Well, don't ruin my story.
No. I'm not letting you jump forward, but I'm saying that the whole positive aspect of this story is...
The reason it's good news is because they potentially found something which to help.
Yeah, so they're not only just
from the Kaijo,
frogs.
and it's not big robots.
No. Fucking hell. Tiny robots instead.
Tiny little jumpy, leaping robots.
Frog robots.
Anthony Waddell from University in Australia...
It would be called Waddle, wouldn't it?
...has built a series of frog saunas to see if they could help golden bell frogs and green bell frogs, which are native to Australia, recover from kaiju.
Oh.
The fungal pathogen thrives in cooler temperatures.
Yeah.
And anything above around 29 degrees, or I'm going to put it in Fahrenheit because this is in Fahrenheit, so I'm sorry for everybody else. 84 Fahrenheit.
Even though we're from the UK.
Yeah, we say centigrade.
That's like half. I think it's like half plus like, I don't know, like 10 or some shit.
I'm catering for everybody outside of the UK.
Okay, very nice.
So Callum, if you're listening.
He's still British.
He's still a bellend as well. Ash is Australian. Ash is Australian. She listens, so she'll understand Fahrenheit, hopefully.
Yeah.
So how the saunas are built, so it's consisting of unshaded black brick structures with narrow holes inside, which create like an artificial greenhouse habitat with watering plants. So it builds like a little habitat, right?
Okay, cool.
And the frogs loved it, apparently. They quickly made themselves right at home inside their little saunas.
I'm just imagining like a little brick with a bunch of frogs inside of it.
That's what it is. The picture is literally like hexagon-shaped bricks with the little frogs like peering out of it.
As if. You got pictures for me?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Because nobody else can see them.
Yeah, but I can see them. That's what I do for you.
Just use your imagination.
Okay.
4 healthy frogs were used as a control for the study. So there's a group of 8 frogs and 4 were healthy.
Yeah.
So half of them were infected by the old Kaijo. Some of the habitats were shaded, so obviously varied the temperatures. And others were left uncovered, so the temperatures rose.
Okay.
Some of the temperatures rose as high as 97 Fahrenheit or to 100 Fahrenheit.
Jesus. That's like...
And based on what they discovered, it had a milder infection rates due to the higher temperatures.
Oh, cool.
So once they recovered via the saunas, the bell frogs were 23 times less likely to die in the case of a repeat infection.
Wee.
Yeah, very good.
Sick. From a brick? Just from a brick?
No, not from the brick. From the heat. So the concept of the sauna is to generate the heat, which is fungi can't live in or thrive in the heat.
I totally get it, but the heat's being generated in this brick, basically.
The brick just holds the heat.
Oh, okay, so they got a good place to sit and
bricks
retain
are
heat.
very good for retaining heat.
I know.
You should know. You're a fucking
architect.
I
work in construction.
I work in construction.
I know that shit.
Anyway. Bell frogs. So just about bell frogs. This little section is about bell frogs.
Okay.
Bell frogs used... I mean, we should do a count of how many times I said that just then. Bell frogs. Bell frogs used to live in people's toilets and letterboxes and anywhere before Kaijo.
Toilet boxes?
And he's... Toilet and letterboxes.
Letterboxes and... You said toilets?
Toilets.
Oh, toilets and...
Maybe under the rim.
Oh, gross.
But it's Australia, right? Everything lives under the rim of the toilet.
Oh, yeah, gross.
Snakes, spiders and frogs. There's like... Literally, if you poke a little mirror under, it's like a habitat.
Oh, fuck that.
Under the rim.
Sorry, I'm never going to Australia ever again.
Yeah, we are.
No.
Yeah, we're going to go
Sorry, Callum. I'm not coming to see you. Not if
we're going to his funeral. That's the only time.
What, Callum's funeral? Yeah. Fuck, he's already dead. Them toilet spiders going... it's so gross. Fucking grim just thinking about it. Just imagine it tickling your balls.
So setting up these habitats where... I'm so lost with this. I'm just going to end it. Anyway... The saunas, the frog saunas, basically, so they're discovering that the frog saunas are helping. So basically, the high heat is helping these frogs from the fungi disease.
From getting
That was a good news.
From turning into giant
Took a long time to get there from the kaijos, but yeah,
it's fine. It is what it is. Okay, cool. So my good news, I've scrapped last week swapping it up to do the funny thing because I noticed that's what threw me off. I think in my brain because I'm trying to switch from the.
So you're blaming your poor preparation on the fact that you just switched over?
No, I'm blaming. No, because it wasn't terrible preparation. When I listened back to it, we didn't sound that bad.
Because I edited it very well.
You were, dude. Yeah, you did some bits on that, and I was like, oh fuck, it's actually pretty good. Don't get me wrong. But no, so my good news, it's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy about it. It's about the first beaver kits have been sighted since beavers were reintroduced back into the UK a few years ago.
Beaver
kits. So that's what baby beavers are called.
Kits.
Kits. KITS.
Right. Every day's a school day.
Yeah, it is.
That's what we should call the podcast as well.
What?
We're going to do a spin-off every day's a school day.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's where we sit in the plunge.
In the plunge pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to teach people things.
It's just two random guys
just
sat
teaching
there.
people. Yeah.
That'd be a good YouTube
Every day's
thing.
a school day. Yeah.
That'd be such a good video. Like just me and you.
I wonder if anyone's
in the
got a
middle
channel
of
called Every Day's a School Day.
100% there's a channel
Do you
called
reckon?
Every Day's a School Day. Yeah. Bad to be. I'm surprised there's not a channel called Know the Good, Good to Know, to be fair. Although saying that.
It's too long.
Every day's a school day.
Every day's a school day.
Every
Know the good.
Do it by syllables. Every
day.
Is every or every?
What's the difference?
3 syllables to 2 syllables.
Every
or every.
Every.
Say
it. Just say it.
School day.
Yeah.
7. Know the good. Good to know. 6.
Every day's a school day.
So shut your mouth.
I feel like it rolls off the tongue better.
It
though,
does
right?
roll off the tongue. But yeah, but so does Know the Good.
Rebrand.
Anyway, back to my story. So landscape managers are absolutely elated with the surprises of the baby beavers and the works that them and their parent couples have been leaving behind, as they've spotted dams, mud flaps, and even new ponds appearing out of absolutely nowhere across the land. So this is all these being made by the little furry construction workers, which has given the landscape managers insight into what actually beavers do.
I'm surprised.
Go on.
I'm surprised that they're happy about this.
What
I
do you
don't know whether they'd be blocking the rivers, which would cause floods.
You'd have thought so, but I'll go on to it. But beavers are actually surprisingly really helpful when it comes to like nature and stuff like that, and like the management of nature. They are basically small hairy humans. It's great.
Hairy humans. I've never been referred to as a beaver. I know it has, but not me.
Me.
I mean,
that's
not where I was going, but yeah, you are. Okay.
So last year there were 2 pairs released in a 25-acre habitat on an estate in Dorset, as a part of a series of beaver releases across the UK, including a named couple of beavers called
Oh my god, I can see this.
named couple of beavers called Hazel and Chompy.
Chompy.
A little on the nose, don't get me wrong, but I will ask you the question: what would you name a couple of beavers if you had the chance to name some
that's
beavers?
a good question.
Yeah,
I'd have to see them.
They're beavers, mate. You know what beavers look like.
Yeah, no, but every beaver's going to be unique, right?
Not really. I don't think they have any
unique
distinguishing features. It's got like a white stripe in its hair, and it's like, your name's Striped. Stripe.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. You've caught me off guard.
To be fair, I did think to myself, like, if I do this and I ask you on the spot,
you could have like told me. You could have texted me yesterday.
What, you think of a couple of names for beavers?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you mine, which would be Chain and what did I say? What was I going to say? Chipper. Chain and Chipper. So chainsaw and wood chipper.
I get it.
Because they're beavers.
I get it. It's a bit boring.
Chew wood. No, it's not. It's cool. They're fucking badass beavers, mate. Leave them out.
Beaver.
I mean, these ones are called fucking Hazel and Chompy.
Yeah.
Although I say that, I could be really like mean right now because they might have been named by kids. I could have been actually a douchebag about it. But yeah, so I'll let you mull over some names and get back to me in a sec. So the awesome reason for introducing beavers into the UK is that they have a huge positive impact on wildlife around it. So because it's believed that they are the only animals that alter nature to the same extent of humans, so hence why I called them little hairy humans.
Fair enough.
But they have animal instincts, so the change that they make in comparison to what humans do actually benefit nature a lot better.
I understand.
So they
kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
In terms
Whereas
of,
a human could rock up and be like, I'm
nobody gives a shit
going to build a pond, and it's like, you've done it wrong, mate. Let the beavers do it. They'll do it better.
Let the beavers do it.
So I had a little look up. I did a bit of research on what they actually, like, beavers benefit. So water management, wetland management. So beavers create wetlands by stopping water flows, and they help flood control as well. So apparently they are pretty good at sort of diverting water to where it actually needs to go, rather than, us trying to do it and
it's
fucking
weird,
up.
Isn't it?
It is weird how they know. They increase plant diversity, so apparently they increase it by 33% in sort of general plant diversity wherever there are. They improve water quality, which I don't know where or how, but somehow
I guess potentially it could be acted like a filter.
I suppose maybe. Oh yeah,
Because
the
you can
dams they make.
filter water through rocks, can't you? So
True,
is it the
yeah.
same concept?
True. Maybe. Like the dams, yeah, they build out of like twigs and stuff.
Yep.
Could let like clean water through. And they also support other species. Apparently, beavers act as a keystone species for creating diverse habitats that benefit other wildlife. So they are pretty badass. So I looked this up because I went on National Trust, and because I looked at the time stamp that was on this article when I found it, obviously on Good News Network and stuff. They're so good for like good news. It's unreal. They are the best places to go. But on National Trust, they said that beavers have been released over like the past 5-6 years.
Oh, okay. So we've been breeding them and letting them.
Well, this is the thing. This story was about the first kits that have been seen. So obviously they haven't been breeding that often. So yeah, pretty sick. But so either way, it goes on to say apparently the change that these new beavers have made created the necessary natural alterations to help the increase and return of other species. I didn't realise it was this bad, but apparently the UK wildlife species has been declining by 19% since 1970.
It doesn't really surprise me.
No?
No.
Why were you
Unfortunately.
what
I don't know. I just think that
it goes
just
back
the way we treat
yeah, I suppose
the
that's
environment.
true.
I just feel like it's just
we don't do a great job.
just the
what is
natural consequences of
What's
us
the
being awful.
Thames water. That's what I was thinking of, like dumping sewage and shit onto there. But it takes me back to episode 1 where you were like, "Have you seen a real badger?"
I haven't seen a real beaver. I had never seen a beaver on the side of the road though.
But apparently they are helping the wildlife that they are really helping apparently are kingfishers, herons, and bats. I don't know. I looked this up again on National Trust.
Oh.
Do you know there's like 50 species of bats in the UK?
Bats are bad.
No, what do you mean they're bad?
Yeah,
Oh,
because there was a documentary of a guy who went to like a big cave somewhere.
Yeah.
Went to take photos, and all the bats got spooked and flew out and shat on him.
Yeah.
And he died.
Oh.
Because there's so much like toxins and stuff in
fair
the
enough.
poo.
Yeah.
That he died like a week or so later.
Jesus, fuck, that's nuts. Yeah. I want to say I wrote anyhow here, but it sounds bad after you just said that.
Anyway, get on with it.
Yeah, exactly. But the researchers are yet to determine the sex of this little beaver kit. Because, here's a little fact for you, I'm kidding you with that early. Beaver bits are on the inside, so they have inny willies.
Like
so,
me under the bar.
Yeah, there we go.
Yay.
That's where I was getting to. So you can't actually tell if it's a male or female beaver from the outside. How
Same
that?
with me after a blood pool.
You can't tell if you're a
You
male.
couldn't tell.
Pure Ken.
You have to check my pronouns.
Just smooth. Check my pronouns. But yeah, so it's it's pretty cool. And like I said, this takes me back to episode 1. I was saying, have you seen real beavers? No, not real beavers. Badgers. Badgers. Because apparently, because of all this, there's been an absolute slew of beaver sightings across the UK.
I've never seen a beaver. I'll keep an eye out.
No, right. This takes me back to, I was on site a few months back and I saw an otter. Not a beaver. I saw a wild otter, which was pretty sick. Just swimming along the river.
What's the difference?
And between an otter and
There
a
is
beaver.
a difference, yeah.
Beavers
sorry.
got the big tail.
Yeah.
They chew wood.
In my head, I was like, hang on a second.
Otters.
A lot skinnier and smaller.
I suppose.
Like a ferret.
They're pretty cute. They eat fish.
They
and
also rape the other ones, don't they? Is that otters?
No, I think they rape other animals. Not that I want to talk about that.
I'm pretty sure they've got like
a
corkscrew willy. And they...
No, that's ducks.
Is it?
Ducks have corkscrew willies.
And pigs.
Ducks also are notorious for being quite
naughty.
sexually angry. But no, I was going to say, I've seen some wildlife. So we've got basically the fucking Wind of the Willows going on. You've seen a badger. I've seen an otter, although there isn't an otter in Wind of the Willows. And now you're doing frog stories as well.
I
don't tell me you've never seen Wind of the Willows.
Willow.
What? Mate, that's a childhood
I'm trying to think. I potentially have,
cartoon,
but I don't remember anything from my childhood.
UK wildlife. I don't know if there's a hedgehog. It's going to be really bad.
I don't remember anything from my childhood. So.
Fair play. All right. Well, fuck me. How dark was your childhood?
Who knows? 'Cause I can't remember.
Jesus.
Yeah, I joke about... Well, I say I joke about it.
We're going back to another... what's it called? Psychiatrist episode for you. But yeah, no, that's my good story. So beavers being reintroduced in the UK and helping the wildlife come back across the
proper
whole...
nature episode.
Yeah, I was going to say we're proper National Trust right now. But yeah, that's my good news bit done.
Yeah. That was a good one. I like that. The nature stories.
We're going to change from Know the Good Good to Know to National Trust. On to Heroes of the Week.
Hero of the Week. Hero of the Week.
Oh, mate.
Wow, in
We're in
sync.
sync. Oh, shit.
So again.
Jinx.
Wow, where are we going with?
You owe me a Coke.
Hero of the Week. Rafi Schlur.
You should have maybe looked up how to say the name of this person before?
I wouldn't say I'm dyslexic. You claim that already, so I'm not going to take that tag away from you.
I don't claim I'm dyslexic.
Autistic?
I think I'm like developing.
Oh,
dyslexia.
autistic. That was it.
No, that's what you've claimed that I have.
So I'm just not very good at pronouncing names and stuff like that. So I do use before I come to the podcast. I actually Google YouTube. Like, how do you pronounce?
Okay,
this?
fair enough.
How do you pronounce
to be fair,
this?
I can't say I haven't done that. I have done that on a couple of things.
Anyway, Rafi, that's his name.
Okay, cool.
So originally from Canada, Rafi moved to the UK in 2011.
Yeah,
taking a hands-on approach to understand the problem and solutions around plastic pollution.
Oh, we're doing another.
We're at Nature Eco today.
Okay. Oh, Jack's gonna hate it.
Jack,
our friend Jack.
It's funny, really, because he destroys nature all day.
Oh,
that's his job.
That is true.
He works in a pit.
No,
I know. Supervisor as well.
Like a mouse just then.
He supervises them destroying the pit.
Are we gonna do? We can do another segment on Know the Good to Know of where we call out bad people.
He's at the top of the list.
Name and shame.
We're gonna bring him on here one day.
What are we gonna?
Yeah, he really
publicly shame him,
especially after I said to him about sitting in the corner and doing like the search thing. He's really up for it. So we'll get him on one day.
We'll get him on. We'll name and shame him.
We'll get on the funny Jack first. And we'll get on the not so funny.
Fair. So you can find out who we're talking about.
Or we should do it the other way around, because then the bar's set low. When Funny Jack comes,
mate, Funny Jack can blast it out of the park. Yeah, okay,
like,
fair enough. But yeah, so hero of the week,
Rafi,
I was about to say Staffy then, but yeah.
He stated the recycled plastics industry can sometimes be described as the Wild West when it comes to standards and practices, which is fair enough to say. And he wanted to bring credibility and transparency to the industry.
Okay.
So to lead this oh my god, my voice. To lead the transformation, Rafi launched the Prevented Ocean Plastic Recycling Program in 2019. So fairly recent.
Oh my god, this coincides well good. No. This coincides well good. So when we were talking about the ocean cleanup crew and stuff, and we're like, maybe people should stop throwing shit in the ocean and stuff like that. Is this what this sort of is along the lines of?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Okay, sick.
It kind of prevents it.
Good shit. We got some fungus, we got all sorts.
So where was I again? A recycling program in 2019 in response to the challenges of global climate change and local plastic pollution in developing countries across the world.
Good lad, man after my own heart.
So like I said, he created the Prevented Ocean Plastic Program, which stopped almost 2 billion bottles from reaching the ocean.
Fucking A.
That is a shit ton of bottles. Fucking A. So a Prevented Ocean Plastic delivers best-in-class traceability and responsible sourcing with highest quality and clarity available. So the plastic has a second life as new products on the shelves of socially responsible partners such as Lush. So Lush is like a big player in using recycled bottles.
They love a bit of fair trade.
And Patagonia.
That's
a brand. You've seen a clothing brand.
Yeah. They do all the...
Which is obviously very plastic heavy.
Wind cheaters and stuff. Yeah. Okay, cool.
In January 2020... Wait, what did you say?
Wind cheaters?
Wind cheaters.
Wind cheaters?
Wind cheaters.
What are they called? Windbreakers. Fuck.
Oh.
Windbreakers. Wind cheaters. Where was I coming with?
That's where I got so confused.
Windbreakers.
They do like like jackets, hats,
shell jackets and shit like that. Yeah. We're getting shell jackets. You not seen shell jackets? Like the puffy jackets.
Puffy jackets.
Yeah.
Like colder. You could probably see it. I should imagine like a lot of like. I sound like a bit like a Minecraft character, like a village. Is it a villager? Yeah. I was trying to think of how to describe it. It's
we've described it already. Jackets, jackets and shit.
I think I link like Patagonia. What's the other brand? I linked to like douchebag university people who are paid by like the rents. Like the guy when we went to Wales and we climbed Snowdon.
Yeah,
and there was that douchebag with no shoes on. Like, oh, it's so nice to climb and
mate, that's probably like our number one like kind of listeners.
Odds on, he was wearing a Patagonia t-shirt and had a hat on.
Fair play. I don't think he had a hat on. He was all one with nature.
He probably had a mullet.
Bare feet in it. No. I remember him quite well.
Oh, he was such a bellend.
Him and he managed to get one of his friends to take his shoes off as well and go up
Snowdon. Why though?
Because they like to be one with nature, guys. They know to ground in themselves, you know. Also making it really fucking dangerous because there's some really sharp rocks up there. So I guarantee they put their shoes back on where people can see.
Just don't understand it.
Yeah, do it in hiking boots. Don't do it in hiking boots. We did it.
Just go back to university and stop wasting your parents' money. So in 2020, I've lost my place again. In 2020, Rafa and his team established Prevented Ocean Plastic Research Centre to establish a recycling culture change.
Cool.
So projects included exploring the movement of litter from land to sea and understanding consumer purchasing behaviour regarding recycled materials.
Mm.
So this information the mission is to establish 25 new collection centres on a risk coastline. So coastlines along where the high risk of bottles flowing into the old sea. And they're hoping to do this by 2025.
Jeez, so they ain't got long.
They ain't got long. Bringing more than 50,000 tonnes of otherwise uncollected plastic back into the supply chain each year.
Damn.
Which is what I like about it, right?
That's good.
They're catching it and they're putting it back in so people can reuse it. So the key to the programme's success has been the ability to unite every step of the recycling supply chain for traceability, scale, quality. First from collectors who are picking up the plastic to consumers. So they have sight of every single stage, so they know what's happening.
That's good.
And it means they can show how we, with local communities, the model practice demonstrates of how the
cycle of all that shit works. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So he's been nominated for numerous awards.
I bet.
Including the Recycling Ambassador Europe and Environmental Champion 2023.
Fucking A. That's a mouthful.
Write that on your CV.
Yeah, I was going to say, take up most of the page.
But Rafi, we'll be coming for you because hopefully we can reach out to him like we do with everybody.
Yeah.
He's probably a big time.
He's probably, I was going to say, he's probably like millions and millions of people.
But fair play to him. He is making a difference with the old plastic. And, stop it. Stop it from going to sea.
No. Oh. See, when you said to me about the fungus, when I was talking about the fungus that's eating the plastic.
Yeah, that's right.
And I followed that up with, hopefully in our lifetime, we're going to see clean oceans and clean rivers and shit.
Still won't happen, but we're getting there.
No, mate, you've got to hold that hope.
We're in the right direction.
We've got people clearing up before it even gets there. We've got people clearing up the stuff that is there. And we've even got Mother Nature taking their course, eating it as well. So,
it's
give it time.
Leaders that need to be taking a finger out their
eye. That is really, really true. And
it's just all hidden.
But
it's just hidden, isn't it?
If they're not going to do it, somebody else has got to do it.
Right? Like you said about traceability, we, like in my household, I got 2 recycling bins. There's only 2 of us. Rupert doesn't really count, but there's only 2 of us in a house. We've got 2 recycling bins. We pretty much fill them every 2 weeks after when they're collected.
We do. To be fair, as like a human being,
I'd love to know how much of that is actually recycled firstly within the UK and Europe, and how much of it is actually distributed to Asian countries, where it's all piled onto
just a massive
mound next to the sea. I've seen this in a documentary, and it all just falls into the sea, and then off it goes.
Oh shit! Yeah, fair enough. That would be good to have like that transparency, with. I suppose it would be the rubbish companies and stuff. Obviously, the company that comes and picks up your rubbish every day.
I guess that's how the council handle that.
Because then you find out where it goes from the start.
But like green waste, I know is handled locally, right? So I was on a council in our area, and recently we've had to change to pay for our green bins.
Yeah, bullshit.
It is bullshit, but that was due to the cost of recycling,
dealing with all the
green waste, and we're not allowed to put green food in our waste anymore because they wanted to. No, not allowed to put food in the waste anymore because it doesn't break down quick enough to turn it over, basically, whereas grass and hedge cutting and stuff like that does.
Okay, fair enough.
But at least you know that is done locally. Very local, in fact.
I didn't know.
So at least you know that's actually being used for the right purpose, whereas the recycling side of things...
Could go anywhere.
Where is it going?
Yeah.
That's the mystery. I'd love to know.
True. Yeah, we need that shit to become...
I'm going to put a GoPro in my recycling.
What, just get it crushed out of the bin, man?
Trying to think outside the box. An AirPod.
If
I put an AirPod
geotag it
in a plastic bottle, seal her up...
It'll get crushed.
No, because AirPods are pretty flat, right?
Yeah, that's true, but I reckon... Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true. But, yeah, have you not seen, like, horror movies where someone gets crushed in a...
yeah, well, I'm talking about, it's like a £2 coin size.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
And it's quite flat, aren't they? Air tags.
Yeah, they are.
What's like air tags?
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Right, I'll let you do that. I'll let you track your rubbish. See where it goes. It's fucking India. What's that?
What's it doing there?
My bottle's all the way in India, mate. What's going on?
And a few months later, it'll be plopping around. Like, oh my god, it's just in the middle.
It's gone back to the UK. Oh no, it's gone back to the landfill.
It's in Hunstanton. What's it doing there?
It's in the landfill spiral between America and Japan. It's just going around and round Pacific. My hero of the week, or my heroes of the week, should I say, are Miguel and Pedro Ferreira Pinto, as they are the embodiment of courage, strength and fortitude, overcoming the achievement of the Ironman challenge.
Ooh.
But that's just the beginning.
I really want to do an Ironman. It's like my life goal.
I know. So I know you know what an Ironman is, but for the listeners at home, an Ironman challenge consists of a 3.8 kilometre swim, a 180 kilometre cycle. I didn't realise it was that much. I thought it was less than that. And a 42 kilometre run.
Yeah.
So
that's a full marathon at the end.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking intense.
So you got to swim the swim.
Yeah.
do a massive bike ride, and then run a marathon.
Yeah, the bike ride alone sounds horrible.
Well, this is the
180
thing,
kilometers.
Right? I desperately want. My goal is to do an Ironman by 40, right?
Okay, that's not bad.
So I'm 33 now.
Yeah, you got ages.
The thing is, I'd try for it next year, but there's so much training involved. While Rupert's at this age, it's a bit more difficult because I'm going to need to go to like open water swimming.
Yeah,
obviously long bike rides which will take hours.
Yeah.
So when he's a little bit older, hopefully like in 5 years' time, I'll go for it. But what I want to do, not to take it back to me about my running again and my achievements.
I do marathons.
By the way, I'm wearing Patagonia and I'm running a marathon with no shoes on,
barefoot.
But I'll just gradually build up, right? So I'll do I'm doing a marathon this year. Next year I'll do like a marathon, maybe
throwing some tough mudders.
Yeah, or I'm going to buy a road bike and then I'm going to be a knob and buy a road bike. And you can do like
you about the dirty lycra trousers as well.
Triathlons without the tri.
Willy
so it's just bike and run.
Tie it up against your leg.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, such a good. Oh, I'm on a bike.
What was that?
That's you on your bike.
Oh, I'm on a bike.
Trying to be
But anyway, sorry to really sorry. It's just I
right.
talk about this a lot, especially with oh my god, we're talking about Callum a lot today. He's gonna love it.
He's gonna love it.
He always moans like, "Why don't you ever talk about me on the podcast?" Because you went to Australia and left us, so bellend. But his old man did an Ironman.
Oh, okay.
Not too long ago, probably.
What is?
His
old man.
years,
I know his uncle's like super into his fitness.
No, his dad
did one. Oh, I see.
So he must have been 50 plus.
Yeah,
and he did it.
Well, I mean, so my story here is just going to show that anyone could do it.
Like anyone can run 5k.
Okay, fair
Back
enough.
to the story.
Well, I definitely can't, but we'll leave it. So, about the brothers, Miguel, 35, he really wanted a brother when he was young, obviously. He did get his wish, but unfortunately Pedro, should I say, who's 33, was born premature 6 months into the gestation period. Blimey. That's like mega, mega premature. He was also born with a sequela at the brain level, and he's also been grown up with cerebral palsy, so he's had a pretty tough go of it already. But despite this, the Iron Brothers, which is what they're coined as, they growing up together, they formed like the best sibling bond. I would probably go as far as to say that this might be, it's not controversial obviously, but I see sort of people with disabled siblings, I reckon they have probably a stronger bond than what normal sort of
because they probably feel like they need to have a level of protection against them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what so not only do they have to protect themselves, but they have to protect the others. What is it? There was a girl I used to go to school with, and she had a Down syndrome brother, I think, and you could really see it. Like,
means a little bit more.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, they're way more passionate about it.
Yeah, well, I'm like that with my sisters, because my sister is they're all on the spectrum. So I feel like a protective brother.
Yeah, saying that, to be fair, so do I with mine.
Hi, Reese.
He's gonna hate me for this because he listens intently. But yeah, so the brothers had the goal that they were dedicated to proving that that racing isn't just for the able-bodied. So, like you were saying, you feel like everyone should be able to get up and do a 5k race. Yeah. And what else did you say?
I don't mean disabled people though.
No. If
you're in a wheelchair.
Well, fair enough. Yeah,
you're exempt. You're exempt from getting up and running
having to do 5k. Yeah. I'd hope they have the run 5k.
They could wheel the 5k if they wanted to.
Mate, we're getting so insensitive. But no, you said something a second ago about I'll being 52 and being able to do an Ironman. It shouldn't matter how old you are or how able-bodied you are. Got it in you. So this is what they want to prove, basically. So they've started racing together in 2019 and they haven't stopped since. You might have seen them, to be fair.
I have seen this.
Yeah.
I've seen an image of him swimming with with his brother in a canoe thing.
Yeah, exactly. But I think he's done, that was 2021 he did that. So I think that's when everyone saw it. But I think they're doing it again. Like I just said, they completed the Ironman Championships in Hamburg in 2021, where they were the first duo to do so. Not only this, but as for their time, they were the 5th in the world.
That's so amazing.
Which is nuts.
Wait, hang on. He
came 5th in the world, apparently. This is what the article says. I'm totally believing it.
It's funny, but he's not swimming. He's in a canoe.
Not his brother, not Pedro.
Sitting on top of his brother.
Well, no, hold on. You say this. No, you say this. So, to manoeuvre through the challenges, Miguel transported Pedro via the canoe, like you were just saying, in the swimming portion. He had a specially adapted cycle during the bike portion, and he pushes him in a specially adapted wheelchair on foot. And like you just said a second ago, Pedro obviously not pulling his weight, but it does say that he does 20 hours a week of swimming and physiotherapy. So I could imagine during certain portions that he can do something.
Pedro's
the one with cerebral palsy. Yeah, so he did probably do his fair share, to be fair. I mean, you got to give it to him. He's got cerebral palsy. So if he did even any of the swimming, fair play to him. He's a part of this Ironman challenge as much as his brother is, I reckon. A cool thing I found out about this is they got a blessing on their equipment from Pope Francis and the Vatican. So they were basically blessed to do this race as well, which I find pretty cool. Not proper like holy power to to persevere. What? Why are you
I don't know what to say.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't want to make a joke.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I mean, yeah, please don't. Does that make it really bad? But yeah, so they got the blessing during before the championships in Hamburg. Another positive aspect of the brothers' story is that several companies and individuals have helped the brothers help raising funds to buy the special equipment, and they've also helped raise funds towards Cerebral Palsy Association in Lisbon. So not only are these guys proving that you can be disabled and still go through all the ordeal of an Ironman, but they're donating for charity as well. So go on, fucking go on, lads.
Go on, Iron Brothers.
Oh yeah, go on, Iron Brothers. I've made it as if I almost forgot what they were called.
It's a massive mental thing doing stuff like that though.
Oh yeah, you have to push through. I think.
Like even running a small amount, like once you're in your head, you need to just get out of your head.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe that's why I can't run a 5k, because I'm just all in my head and stuff.
Or just like little monkey with his little symbols.
Ting,
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 ting, ting,
ting, ting. Like a fucking idiot.
Ting, 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 ting.
But yeah, so like I said, good news. Pedro and Miguel Ferreira Pinto proving that no matter how disabled you are, you can still do an Ironman.
Go on, boys. I love it.
So yeah, that's my good news story.
I like that one. Oh, we're on a roll today.
Mate, we're blasting through it.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
shit.
good to know.
We're going straight in.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, hit me with some funny, or not necessarily funny, but teach me about some interesting stuff.
Wombats are the only animal whose poop is cube-shaped.
The cubes?
Yeah.
Mate, I fucking love wombats.
So this is...
They just get better and
This
better,
is due
mate.
to how its intestines form the feces.
Yeah.
So the animal can stack the cubes.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
Form
The animal can stack the cubes to mark their territory. So imagine having the highest tower. You build the highest tower. Yeah.
Wait, no. Okay, this is sort of... So I used to watch some people on TikTok, and it was a dad, and they looked after wombats, and the daughter was like a really big lover of them. And I think she was like 3, and you'd see her carrying these wombats around like they were just giant teddies. But now it's just made me think of maybe if they shit out cubes and this kid starts playing Minecraft, they're just going to start playing with these fucking wombat poo cubes.
Building towers out of the cube. Poo cubes.
Don't touch the fucking poo. But yeah, sorry.
Next one. We shake hands to show we're unarmed. So that's how it originated, to show that you're unarmed. So you
For
shake
real?
hands. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
What happens if you're up?
Well, if you're armed.
Yeah, wait, hold on. No, that makes no sense to me.
I guess
we only shake one hand.
Yeah, but the origin
You could
of it-
easily have your hand on a gun and shake hands.
We didn't have guns back then, did they? There's more swords, I guess.
Well, did you look up the date on when the first handshake was ever
No,
done?
of course I didn't.
I didn't follow up with another fact. Okay, go
The
on.
man who designed the Pringles can,
Mm-hmm.
Fred Barr, is buried in one.
It's buried in a Pringle
Or at
can.
least some of his ashes are in a Pringles.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Well, it's just. I
They
imagine a
buried some of his
giant
ashes
Pringles
in a Pringle. In a Pringle?
in a Pringles
Pringle.
can tin.
Tube.
Tube. I just imagine.
It must have been before they got very, very small.
I was going to say. Oh yeah,
Because they are, feel like they're getting a little smaller.
they are getting a bit slinkier.
Mm.
I just imagined a giant Pringles tube, like his whole fucking body in a
Ah.
giant Pringles tube.
Oh, you mean not ash? Not ash.
No, not Ash, not
That'd be
cremated.
kinda
just
cool
his
if they did
straight
do
up
that.
body in a Pringles.
They should have
They
done that.
made a big one.
What colour? What flavour would he be?
Probably not very
Probably just the
nice now.
original.
He probably wouldn't be tasting it
No, but
anymore.
he'd be in the original wrapper, right? The red one.
Nah. I bet he's a sour cream chive kind of guy.
What's your favourite?
Probably sour cream and chive.
I get...
Or barbecue. Barbecue's alright, but after a while...
You ever tried prawn cocktail ones?
Yes.
They're
yeah.
nice, yeah.
Alright. I'm not there with them. Not a big
Okay.
fan of prawn cocktail. Also, you're not allowed to eat prawn cocktail because it's fish.
Prawn cocktail crisps.
You're not allowed because it's got fish flavourings in it.
Our flavouring.
Fish died to make those
That's
crisps.
Not real flavouring. I don't think it is, anyway.
No, I probably don't.
Prawn crackers, are they? Feeding curry to a sheep reduces the amount of methane in its farts by up to 40%.
Is that your last fact?
No.
Oh, fuck!
Why?
Sorry. That's pretty interesting. Also, especially because when I eat curry, I'm all over
It's
the
the
place.
opposite, right?
Yeah, it's completely opposite.
Oh, that's fine. I'm not allowed.
You should have left that to
I
your
don't
fast
know
fact.
if
Fast.
I'm allowed to tell you this or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. To all our listeners out there,
Who's getting thrown under the bus?
this is... I don't know if Scott's going to tell me off for this. I've been invited into a very prestigious group.
I wouldn't call it
And it's-
prestigious.
So, you ever seen the film Fight Club?
It's fucking weird.
Have you ever seen the film Fight
I
Club?
have,
Right.
but what you're about
This
to
is
say
basically
is
the same
weird.
concept.
No,
So, in reality,
no.
we shouldn't talk about it.
Well, then don't talk about it.
And Scott did say to me, it's very strict. So I might, if I get kicked out, it'd be worth it.
You definitely get kicked out.
So I've joined a fart club. So it's a WhatsApp group.
Wait. Hold a fucking time out. How you just announced it there, it just sounds like you go into a room and fart on a bunch of other guys.
Instead of fighting.
There's a fart club, yeah.
It's fart
what was fight club? You fight each other. What's fart club? You fart on each other. Weird.
It's not as weird as that. But we have a WhatsApp group.
I hope so.
And there's about, I don't know how many people there were actually, about 10 or 12 maybe.
Okay.
A couple of the guys I know, a couple of the guys I don't, which is fair. We're
Weird.
bonding in another way that never thought was imaginable. And we basically just send each other's farts in the WhatsApp group. Just to remind you, I'm 33. Yeah. Scott's older than me. And in fact, I think a lot of the group are older than me. They look older than me. They've all just got a beard, and I can't grow a beard, so everybody looks older than me. But
you got that dirty little mustache growing in there.
Yeah.
I see it just over the top.
It doesn't grow in the middle.
Just over the top of your mic.
A cool story though. Is I grew my mustache once.
I did remember.
Probably
November.
5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept it because when I was playing football at the time for my local town.
You wanted to look like a referee.
No, they just they used to take
manager.
the piss, and then it got to the point where it was like, don't get rid of it.
Does someone lick it off?
No, it fell off in the bath. So that's what my dad used to tell me when he shaved his mustache off. He's like, "Oh, it fell off in the bath." And I was like, "Oh shit! Stop washing your face in the bath."
Okay.
And but that was my best season. I won player of the season, supporters player of the season. So I've actually got a picture. I also met
the power of the mustache.
I met Paul Merson, and I got a picture of Paul Merson with my mustache. So it's like it got to a point where everyone was like, "You've come so far, don't get rid of it."
Yeah,
because it's like
it's where your power is stored.
Yeah, and literally had the best footballing season I've ever had.
Mate, that's jokes.
Won these awards. We made it to a final. Or we didn't win, unfortunately. But yeah, I met Paul Merson at like a football dinner because of it.
Fair enough.
I had a mustache. Anyway,
I'm gonna shave my beard now. Just keep a mustache. See if it works.
You should.
Okay.
Temperature affects your attitude towards others, right? So, for example, if you hold a warm coffee as opposed to a cold coffee, you're more likely to be more selfless towards others.
Oh, so we're doing cold plunges, which means we're going to be utter pricks for the rest of our lives.
Yeah. So our podcast, when we're in the plunges, we're going to be arseholes.
Although we've been doing cold plunges, I've been doing it every day.
Yeah, well, we've already talked about this, mate.
Yeah, but I've been doing it every day, and I reckon we've been relatively kind. Although saying that, no, we haven't been that kind to each other on this podcast. We've like got in for each other the whole way. Yeah.
And that was my last fact.
Fair enough. Well, I'm pissed because you should have left the sheep joke, or the sheep fact, should I say, to the last one, because it moves into my funny story, which was released last year, but I found it searching through the news feeds recently. It goes, a herd of sheep in Greece was struggling to find some fresh water to eat due to some flooding in the area, but were spotted later after being reported for weird behaviour and acting strange after they were found to have eaten a crop of medicinal cannabis.
Go on. That's like, was it the bear that ate the cocaine?
Oh, cocaine bear.
Yeah. They made a film about it, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's not a very good film. Don't go and watch it if you want to go. So, according to the grower of the crop, it had already been damaged due to a heat wave and Storm Daniel. So this is quite, like I said, a few years back. And it didn't stop the sheep from invading the greenhouse and chomping through what was left. They ate 100 kilograms of weed. They ate 100 kilograms.
He must have been baked.
You fucking stole a joke.
He must have been baked.
He must have been baked.
I did do a joke. I did see it on the script.
I mean, it's there for a reason. The owner of the crop said he didn't know whether to laugh or cry, so I do sort of feel bad for him. But, you know, it's medicinal marijuana. Why the fuck would you not want to watch a bunch of sheep get high? That'd be so fucking funny. The shepherd, on the other hand, had no idea what was going on. He went on to say that the sheep were jumping higher than the goats, which was very unusual. Also, I can imagine it's very difficult because I've seen some goats and they do some shit. So,
see some goats and they do some shit. What sort of line was that?
No,
I've seen some goats
and they do some shit.
And they do some shit.
Right, we went to go
like
measure.
Funny goats that fall over.
They do some weird stuff, like backflip goats. You never seen parkour goats, mate? They do some stuff. So those sheep were getting high. I mean, I went on site a long time ago, and we were measuring up, and they had pet goats, and they were really really fucking weird. They were just like jumping around, doing like pushing each other over.
It's their eyes that freak me out because they're like slit eyes.
Yeah, creepy eyes. Yeah, creepy eyes. This leads me on to I've seen a few videos of animals on drugs. I know it's not a good thing, but I've seen some dogs on drugs, mainly because they've snuck into their like owner's stash and they've eaten them. They don't do any weird shit. They just sort of sit there and look high. It's weird. Dogs actually look high when they've eaten some weed. But I found another story. This sort of led me on a little rabbit hole of animals eating drugs when they shouldn't have done. Apparently in 2022 there was 200 kilograms of weed eaten by rats and mice. Yeah. And apparently then the mice started to get really like bolstery, and they're like, "Oi, come on then, you want to have a go?
Let's have it."
Because police went in there. They were trying to get like rats.
Bat ones, like
pretty much,
like a rat riot.
They're
throwing like
they're doing a drugs raid on these
throwing
rats.
tissue and stuff like on fire.
Yeah, probably
petrol bombs.
But apparently these rats were absolutely fearless. They were basically chasing police officers out of this building. But yeah, all because of drugs. So don't eat drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Don't
eat drugs.
Don't eat drugs. You'd be like Will from In Between Us. I need my mum in an ambulance.
Well.
But I found another fact, which is weird. Weed is banned in India, but
doesn't surprise me.
Hang
on a second.
Yeah, go on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Apparently it's banned in India, but technically legal to be used in Hindu practices.
I don't know if that's right because.
Are you about to drop somebody in it? An Indian friend of yours?
A colleague.
A colleague of yours. Don't be dropping in. Don't be. Snitches get stitches. You know it. You know it.
I'm not going to name them.
Right.
They were saying about a festival now. A lot of people were doing the wacky backy and drinking and stuff, but the person in question doesn't drink or do drugs. But apparently they do it. Do.
For the listeners at home, I'm doing the old rabbit ears.
What's
I
that
don't
for?
do drugs.
Oh, wacky backy. Oh,
I was there with these people doing drugs, and I just happened to not do drugs. Lies.
Why are you saying
lies?
Why?
It's all lies. He's definitely done drugs.
Yeah, creepy ass eyes then as well.
But yeah, that is us for. You got anything else to tell the listeners?
I think I'm done.
We're done, skis.
Have I got anything I want to tell the listeners?
Any random things that we've seen or done this week? Any catch-ups that you want to talk about and bore the poor listeners with?
Pretty boring this week. Just work. Flying ants and work.
Just living our life, Fair play.
That's us for another week. Thank you all for listening. If you randomly come across us, please don't gatekeep us. We say this every week.
Yeah, no, we need to change it up a bit. I think we need to do a little bit of a rewrite.
I don't know if I like that saying.
Rewriting the H. What? Don't gatekeep us. Yeah, it does sound a bit Reddity.
Okay. We want to spread the good news as far and wide as possible. So please like, subscribe, follow, leave us a review, leave us a comment, do all the things you need to do on social media.
Please do.
It helps us grow.
It does. You can find our socials on TikTok and Instagram, where you can hear some snippets and posts on a couple of the stories. If you fancy a recap, maybe you might even hear some bloopers. I've been saying that for 12 episodes now,
we haven't done
and I haven't done a single one.
Another thing that we haven't done is we always say you can drop us an email at ktggtkpod@outlook.com. Get in touch with your stories. Nobody ever does.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
we do get about...
Go on.
40 listeners, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Across the platforms.
Between the platforms, okay.
So, somebody out there must have a good news story to share.
Well, when we do, hopefully, when we actually get on to doing a live, well, it's not really a live episode, but more an out there where we come to you and ask for your good news episode. Hopefully, we will get some people and maybe hopefully get a little bit more known. Who knows? But catch us again next Monday with another booster of the good stuff that makes you smile.
Why did you shout at me? Stay positive, toes.
Stay positive, toes. Stay positive.